We are going to begin tonight with a run on gasoline from Florida to Virginia, with panicked drivers lining up at gas stations fearing a fuel shortage. Now, as we come on the air, there are reports of gas stations across the Southeast running dry at the same time that the price per gallon is running up, closing in on highs not seen in 6.5 years. And tonight, the governors of North Carolina, Georgia, and Virginia have all declared states of emergency. Now, all of this comes after a ransomware attack targeted Colonial Pipeline and forced the company to shut down over the weekend, essentially turning off the tap for thousands of gas stations. Well, the White House is trying to calm fears, saying that while the Southeast is facing a, quote, crunch over the next few days, there is no concern about running out of gasoline. But that's not stopping commuters from topping off their tanks, leading to concerns tonight that scared drivers could actually make the situation worse, creating exactly the kind of crisis that the criminals who attacked the pipeline may have wanted. CBS's Jeff Pegues is at one of those gas stations in Alexandria, Virginia, and is going to lead off our coverage tonight. Good evening, Jeff.
And Nora, right now, this gas station behind me is out of regular gas. And what that means is that there are 7 or 8 pumps here that just aren't working. And there are thousands of gas stations just like this one up and down the East Coast from Virginia to Florida. Chaos at the pumps tonight.
This is worse than a hurricane.
Motorists are rushing to fill up, with some hoarding gas.
We got a call from family that said you better fuel up before you hit Tennessee.
The Secretary of Energy urged people not to panic buy fuel and said they are considering moving supply by train or ship if necessary.
We're asking people not to hoard and know that we are all over this.
The ransomware attack on Colonial Pipeline, carried out by the Russian criminal hacking group DarkSide, is having the kind of impact many analysts predicted.
This is a massive pipeline, and without it, we're quickly realizing what can happen. Fuel is starting to run out.
The 5,500-mile pipeline supplies 40% of the East Coast fuel. Shortages are now being reported in 7 states, including Georgia, where the governor suspended the gasoline tax.
It'll probably help level the price at the pump off for a little while.
Airlines are also feeling it. American forced to add refueling stops for 2 of its long-haul flights. And while Colonial Pipeline says that it expects to be up and running by the end of the week, the Biden administration is under pressure to make sure it doesn't happen again.
But this is a stark example of how these cyber attacks can have real demonstrable impacts on our economy and our national security.
There is now increased attention on securing other vulnerable targets, including the power grid and the water supply, which have few, if any, government-mandated cybersecurity protections.
But cybersecurity is the Wild West. There's really no regulation on these privately controlled networks and even the critical infrastructure.
Tonight, AAA is telling motorists that they can conserve fuel by avoiding rush hour and minimizing the use of air conditioning, which is something you don't need today here in Virginia. As for the shortage, experts say that it would take more than 10,000 big trucks hauling fuel every day to make up for what the pipeline typically delivers on any given day when it's not shut down. Nora.
All right, no need to panic. All right, Jeff Pegues, thank you.